like to ask a question. I'd like to start with a question. Who had a challenging week? Who had a difficult week? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's the wrong question, Charles.
Oh, is it? What's the right question?
Well, the thing is, if you ask a question, do you really want to hear the answer?
Well, I do. I do want to hear the answer, actually, because I'd like to be very honest with everybody right now. This has been a very painful week. This has been a week that's been marked by violence and by, mostly violence, and it's very upsetting forms of violence. And it's important to name things. And I'll do it now because once we enter into Shabbat, it's good not to dwell on sad things. So we're not in Shabbat yet. So I'd like to name things, because if we just keep it to ourselves and we don't talk about it, then it just kind of whatever it does, it goes underground and gets moldy and mildewy. So I think it was the beginning of this week that this young Ukrainian woman was killed on a subway in New York.
Yes.
And then there was the terrorist attack in Jerusalem at a bus stop. Six beautiful Jewish souls were snuffed out by terrorists. And then, of course, the Charlie Kirk assassination. And regardless of what one thinks of his political views, he was a young father, 31-year-old man, a father, a husband, and a father. And he was passionate about what he did, what he believed in. And then an hour later that day, there was a shooting at a high school in Evergreen, which happens to be where my sister lives. So it was very, very difficult, very disheartening week. So,
and then, of course, there was the boat that was blown up in the water that was carrying drugs, and the bomb, and
yes, that's right. There was, yeah. So that's another thing that's very troubling to me personally. Was the Prime Minister acted against the advice of of the IDF top generals and advisors, and he did something that many people consider to be very reckless and raised the temperature in the Middle East, where the temperature is already too hot. So, and it just so happens in this week's Parsha that there is a section that actually talks about feeling unsettled and feeling uncertain. So maybe later. So as a way of just letting go of all this, I'd like to invite everyone, let's just breathe together, just to breathe in and out mindfully several times. To breathe in, a full breath, and to breathe out, full exhalation. Let's just do that a few times. The Hebrew word for soul is neshama, and the word for breath is neshima. So the connection between the soul and breath, as we have it there at the very beginning of Bereshit, when God breathes in the soul to the human being. And on Shabbat, we receive an extra soul. So really, let's just really inhale that extra measure of soul or soulfulness, of life force. And then just to let go of whatever worries, whatever troubles, whatever pains we're still carrying from the week. And we'll begin the service on page 10 when we call out to the beloved, to our beloved, the beloved of our soul. Page 10. Yedid nefesh av harachaman misoch avdach eretz onach yahotz avdach kemo hayal yishachaveh mul hadarach ki yehavlo yididutach minof etzuf v'chotam adur nohe ziv haolam nafshi cholat avatach ana ena rifa nala behachot la no hazivach az titchazek v'titrape v'haitalach shivchat olam Vatigehemu rachamecho v'chusna abeno havach hizekama nisaf liro betiferet uzach Ana Eli Mahmad Libi Hu Shana V'Hati Talam Yigalena Ufros Chaviv Alai Et Sukat Sheloach Eretz Mikevodach Nagila v'nismechabach Maher ahov kivamoed v'choneni kivhe olam Yala la 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 na 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 na. Page 11. Lechun Adonai Ladonai Naria Nitzu Yishenu. Let us go and sing to Adonai. Let us trumpet praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, let us greet God, raising our voice in song.
Great sovereign that all other deities, God's hands over the earth, deep mountains, press to our God's work. The sea of God's God made it. Dry land was fashioned by God's hand.
Come, then let us bow and kneel. Let us bend our knees in the presence of Adonai, who formed us. For Adonai is our God, and we are God's flock, sheep in God's caring hands.
If only you would listen today to God's voice, and not become hard-hearted like the people of Nineveh, like that time of Massah in the desert, when your ancestors tried me and tested me, but they had seen what I crossed.
For 40 years I was troubled by that generation, and I said, these are people whose hearts have gone astray. They do not know my way. So in anger I swore they would not enter my rest. Arbaim shana kud bedor laomaram tve levavheim vehem lo yadu derachai asher shbati vapi imevon el menuchati. Page 13. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, Shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, Shiru l'Adonai baruch shemo, Basu meyom leyom Yeshuato, Sabru v'goyim kivodo b'chol ha'amim, Niflotav ki gadol Adonai, Omolal behod, Norahu, Al kol Elohim, Ki kol Elohei hamim elilim, Adonai shamayim asa, Hod vehadar lefanav, Oz v'tiferet b'mikdasho, Havul Adonai mishpechot Amim, Havul Adonai kavod va'oz, Havul Adonai kevod shemo, Sihu mincha uva'ol lechatzrotav, Yishtachavu Adonai behadrat kodesh, Chilo mipanav kol haaretz, Imhu v'goyim Adonai malach, Avtikon tevel ba'al timot, Yadinamim b'meisharim, Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz, Yiram hayam lo, Yalos dadai, B'chol asher bo. Hazirananu kol atzeyar lifnei Adonai, Ki hiva lishbot haaretz, Yishvot tevel betzedek, Vehamim be'emunato, Yalai. Page 15. Adonai malach tagel haaretz, Yismechu rabim. Adonai reigns, let the earth be glad, the many distant lands rejoice.
Thou thick darkness surrounds the divine. Righteousness and justice secure God's throne. Fire goes before God, consuming besiegers surround the mountains.
Flashes of lightning illumine the land, the earth watches and trembles, mountains melt like wax at the approach of Adonai, at the approach of the master of all the earth.
Heaven tells God's righteousness, and all the nations see God's glory.
Worshippers of idols, be shamed for praising false gods. All that is deemed supreme bow before God. You, Adonai, are above all that is earthly, exalted over all that is worshipped as divine.
Those who love Adonai, God protects the lives of the faithful, saving them from the hands of the sinners.
Light is sown for the righteous and joy for the upright. Rejoice in Adonai, you righteous people, and thank God as you pronounce the divine holy name. Ave Adonai sinura, shomer avshot hasidav, miad reshaim yatzileim, orzaru ala tzadik, v'lishrelev simcha, simchot tzadikim b'Adonai, v'hodu lezecher kodsho. Page 17. Mizmor, Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, Ki neflaot asam, Hoshia lo yemino, Zoa kodesho, Hodi Adonai Yeshuato, Ene agoyim gilat tzidkato, Zachor chazor emunato, Levet Yisrael, Olav se haaretz, Et Yeshuat Eloheinu, Hariol Adonai kol haaretz, Pischu v'chananu v'zameru zamru l'Adonai v'chiyei nor, v'chinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzot tzrot v'kol shofar, Hareu lifnei HaMelech Adonai, Yiram hayam umloho. tevel v'yoshveva neharot yimcha chav yachad harim yeranenu livnei Adonai kiva ishbot haaretz ishbot tevel b'tzedek v'yamim b'mei yesharim. Page 19. Adonai malach yirgezu amim yoshev kruvim tanu taretz. Adonai reigns, nations tremble. The one enthroned amidst the cherubim makes the world quake. A sovereign strength lies in the love of justice, and you forge the paths of truth, judging Jacob righteously and justly. Moses and Aaron among God's priests, and Samuel among those who called upon the divine name, called to you, and you answered them.
You spoke to them from the midst of clouds. They kept your covenant and the law you gave them. You answered them with the Lord God. You were a forgiving God to them, even as you punished them for their transgressions.
Exalt Adonai our God and bow down at God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishtachavu l'har kadosh ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Page 21. We rise. If you can stand, please do. If it's difficult, it's okay to remain seated. Mizmor leDavid, Havol Adonai b'nei Elim, Havol Adonai, Kavod va'oz, Havol Adonai kevod shemo, Shtachavol Adonai b'hadra kodesh, Kol Adonai Alamayim Hela Kavod Him Adonai Amahim Rabim Kol Adonai Bakoach Kol Adonai Behadar Kol Adonai Shover Harazim Vaishaber Adonai Edazeh Halvanon Vayarkidem Kemo Ekel Levanon Vesirion Kemo Ven Rehemim Kol Adonai Chosev Lahavot Ish Kol Adonai Yachil Midbar Yachil Adonai Mibakadesh Kol Adonai Yechayalot V'yechesov Yehavot Ov Heichalo Kulho Omer Kavod Adonai Lam Abu Yashav Vayeshev Adonai Melech Leolam Adonai Oz Li'amo Yiten Adonai Yevarech Et Amo Shalom. You may be seated. We will read the Ana B'Choach meditation responsibly in English, and then we'll sing it together in Hebrew. If you would, may your mighty right hand undo the knot that ties us up.
Accept the prayer of people you are here. Raise us up.
Almighty, if you would, guard as the apple of your eye those who seek your unity.
Bless them, cleanse them, have compassion on them. Always make justice toward them.
Mighty Holy One, in your abundant goodness, guide your people. Listen to our pleas, hear our cries, knowing the hidden depths within us.
Praise your name, the one whose glorious sovereignty is forever and ever.
Ana b'choach gedulat yamincha ta'ati tzerucha kaberinat amcha sagveinu tzarenu nora. Na gibor dor sheyechudcha kevavo shomreim. Barachem tareim rachamim tzidkotcha tamid gomleim. Chasin kadosh berov tucha nahel adatecha. Yachige le'amcha penei zochre kedushatecha. Shavatenu kabel ushematzakatenu yodea talumot Baruch Shem kavod malchuto le'olam voed. Page 23. Lechadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nika. Vela lechadodi likrat kala penei Shabbat nika vela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad. Hishmianu elam meyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemo teferet v'letilo lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecho ki mekor ha-bracha mehirosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh macha Shabbat chilo lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela mikdash melech ir melucha kumitzei mitocha hafecha rahav lach shevet be'emek havacha vehu yachamol alayichem lo lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela hitna'ari me'afar kubi livshi bigdei tifartech ami ayad ben yishai beit halachmi korba el nafshi gealo lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela hit'oreri Kiva orech kumi ori uri shir taberi kevod Adonai alayich niglo lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela lechadodi likra kala p'nei Shabbat nikabela Lo tevoshi v'lo tekalmi, matishtochachi u'matermi, b'yechesu aniei ami, v'nivneta hirati lo. Lechadodi likra kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabela, lechadodi likra kala, p'nei Shabbat nikabla, v'hayu limshisa sho'osayich, V'rachaku kol mevalahich, yasis alayich Elohayich, kimsos chatan ahakala. Lecha dodi lekra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi lekra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabla. Yaminu smooti yifrotzi, V'het Adonai taritzi, Ayadish ben pautzi, V'nismecha v'nagila. Lecha dodi lekra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi lekra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabla. Bohi v'shalom ateret bala, Gaham v'simcha u'v'tzahala, Tohoch emone am segula, Bohi chala, Lecha dodi lekra kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabla. Lecha dodi lekra kala, Pnei Shabbat kabla. You may be seated. Page 27. Mizmor shir liyom hashabbat, Tov l'odot l'Adonai, l'zamer l'shem chelyon, l'hagi b'boker chastecho, l'emunatecho b'leilot. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and sing to your name most high, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night. You glad me with your deeds, Adonai, and I shall sing of your handiwork. The arrogant do not understand, the fool does not comprehend this. The wicked flourish like grass, and every evildoer blossoms only to be destroyed forever. Surely your enemies, Adonai, surely your enemies will perish. All who commit evil will be scattered. As my enemies gather against me, my gaze remains steady, for my ears listen and hear. In old age they remain fruitful, still fresh and bountiful, proclaiming Adonai is upright, my rock in whom there is no flaw. Tzadikata hamar yifrach kehez pavanon yehez keshetulim Adonai Eloheinu yafrichu od yeduvon b'seifam yeshenim v'hananim yeyo lehagid ki yashar Adonai suri Elohavlatabo. Page 29. Adonai malach eud lavesh Adonai ositazar afti kontevel baltimot. Adonai is sovereign, robed in splendor, girded in strength. The earth stands firm, not to be dislodged. From earliest time you were enthroned, you are eternal. Above the water, the sea is majestic, greater than the ocean. Adonai stands supreme in heaven. In your house, beautiful in its holiness, your testimonies endure, Adonai, for all time. Mikolod ma'im rabim adirim b'shpreyam adi b'machom Adonai eitotecha nemenu mehod leveitecha nahava kodesh Adonai leorech yamim. Mourner's Kaddish on page 30. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah. V'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'agala uv'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mavarach le'olam olamei alamaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpoar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudusha b'richu. Leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran ba'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya v'chaim aleinu v'yalko Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom v'rumav uyaseh shalom aleinu v'yalko Yisrael v'imru amen. So we'll rise or remain standing, and we'll continue with the Baruch Hu, page 39a. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMavorach. Baruch Adonai HaMavorach le'olam va'ed. Please be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bedvaro hariv haravim bechokma b'tei hashavim ובתבונה משנתים ומחלי בזמנים ומסדר את הכוכבים ומשמרתם בעל כרצונו. Sovereign of time and space, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's division, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky.
Who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light. Makes day pass into night, who distinguishes day from night. Adonai said, "Oh, is your name, living and ever-present God. May your rule be with us forever and ever." Baruch atah Adonai, who brings each evening's dusk.
Borei yom v'leila, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, u'ma'avir yom, u'mevei laila, mavdil, ben yom u'vein laila, Adonai tzvot shemo. Echad v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam vo'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, ha'mariv ha'avim. We continue now on page 40. Avat olam Beit Yisrael, amcha avta, Torah u'mitzvot, hukim mishpatim, otanu lemadeta. Akein Adonai Eloheinu, shafeinu v'kumeinu, nasiach v'chukecha, v'nizmach b'divrei toratecha, u'b'mitzvotecha, le'olam vo'ed. Ki hem chayenu, yorech yameinu, yorech yameinu, Uvahem nehege yomam v'laylo. Avatcha tasim imenu le'olamim. Baruch atah Adonai ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ocean kavod machuto le'olam vo'ed. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol modecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha u'letecha b'derech u'shovecha u'kmecha u'kshartam la'ot al yadecha Let's try reading the next paragraphs together on page 42. We'll read it in unison. If you will hear and obey the mitzvot that I command you this day, to love and serve Adonai your God with all your heart and all your soul, then I'll grant the rain for your land in season, rain in autumn and rain in spring. You shall gather in your grain and wine and oil. I'll provide grass in your fields and for your cattle you shall eat and be satisfied. Take care lest your heart be tempted, you stray and serve other gods and bow to them. Then Adonai's anger will flare up against you. God will close up the sky so that there will be no rain and the earth will not yield its produce. You will quickly disappear from the good land that Adonai is giving you. Therefore, impress these words of mine upon your heart and upon your soul. Bind them as a sign upon your hand and as a symbol above your eyes. Teach them to your children by speaking of them when you sit in your home, when you walk on your way, when you lie down, and when you rise up. Inscribe them upon the doorposts of your home and on your gates. Then your days and the days of your children on the land that Adonai swore to your ancestors to give them will be as many as the days that the heavens are above the earth. Adonai said to Moses, speak to the people of Israel and instruct them that in every generation they shall put tzitzit on the corners of their garments, placing a thread of blue on the tzitzit, the fringe of each corner. That shall be your tzitzit. You shall look at it and remember all the mitzvot of Adonai and fulfill them, and not be seduced by your eyes and heart as they lead you astray. Then you will remember and fulfill all my mitzvot and be holy before your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God, truly. Amen. Adonai lechem emet. We'll continue on page 43b. You proclaim the covenant on the seventh day. You love this day we inherited, delighting in its remembrance. From the time you bestowed it, joy filled the hearts of Yeshurun, the people you redeemed. You exalted Shabbat as a sign between us forever. In 6 days your world was formed. On the seventh day you rested. To honor your name, they sing songs of praise to the one deserving of praise. Umalchuto b'ratzon kiblu aleihem Moshe uMiriam uvnei Yisrael lechanu shira b'simcha rabba v'amru chulam mi chamocha po'elim Adonai mi kamocha neda b'kodesh norati lo tosef ele malchut charuvanecha bokayam lifnei Moshe zeli anu v'amru Adonai yimloch leolam voed v'ne'emar ki fada Adonai et Yaakov golo me'ad chazak memenu baruch ata Adonai kal Yisrael. We're now on page 45. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom, v'amidenu malkeinu l'chayim, uvchos aleinu sukat shlomecho, v'takninu beitza tova milfonecho, v'oshinu l'man shemecho, v'agen v'adeinu, v'itzel knafecha tastirenu. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Shield us, shelter us in the shadow of your wings, for you, God, watch over and deliver us, and you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate.
Going and coming to life and peace now and forever. Who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Ushmor tzeitenu v'enu l'chaim u'l'shalom v'ata v'ad olam ufros aleinu sukat shalomecho baruch ata Adonai haporeh sukat shalom aleinu al kol am Yisrael v'yal Yerushalayim. We rise for V'shamru on page 46. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat la'asot et ha-Shabbat litohota berit ha'olam beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti le'olam ki sheishet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz haaretz uvayom hashavihi shavat vayinafash Yikadav Yikadash Mirabah Ve'amad Divrach Chirutei Ve'amlich Malchutei B'chayechon U'vyomechon V'chay D'chol Beit Yisrael B'agalav Izman Kariv Imru Amen Yehi Shmei Rabba Mavarach Le'olam Alamei Almayo Yiparach V'yishtabach V'yipawar V'truma V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitale V'yitalal Shmei D'Kudusha Brichu Le'elam In Kol Birchata B'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata daviram b'yamho imru amen.